Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Bears. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode in the Revival series. That is right. We are back. I think this is episode number 3 in the Revival series. We've done the revival of Denard Robinson. We've done the revival of Terrell Pryor. Funny enough, Ohio State versus meat chicken quarterbacks. I didn't even think about that until just now. But today we're not going to take on a quarterback. We're going to take on a position that I've never done before, and that is a running back. This was a user suggestion from one of you guys, so thank you very much. I forget your name, I apologize. But this is a suggestion from one of the commenters. They wanted me to revive the career of Trent Richardson. Yeah, one of the biggest busts at the running back position, maybe of all time. There's been a few different busts at running back, but I feel like Trent Richardson had all the hype coming out of college at Alabama. He was really, really good at Alabama. Really, really good at Alabama. And then just didn't do anything in the league. He had flash here and there, like, oh, maybe he's going to figure it out. And then he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. And then I think he was like infamously traded for nothing to the Indianapolis Colts. And then he's out of the league. So we're going to go back in the time machine to, funny enough, 2012, which seems to be where I'm reviving all of these careers right now. We're going to be going back to 2012 to revive the career of Trent Richardson. Make sure that he doesn't end up out of the league in, 4 seasons, 5 seasons, however long it took for him to get out of the league. Who cares? We're going to make sure he's an all-pro running back and maybe even a Hall of Famer. I guess we'll find out. If you guys go on to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let me know down below in the comments what other careers you want to see me revive in the future. Without further ado, it's time to save Trent Richardson's professional career. So here we are. It is the rookie year of our main man, Trent Richardson, 21 years old, out of Alabama, 78 overall. This is actually the best start that we've had. Everybody that I've revived so far has been 70 or lower. Tommy Tremble being the highest overall player that I've changed his career. So everybody else has been very, very low. So this is already giving us a great start. We're already almost at an 80 overall. That's why I said maybe turning into a Hall of Famer, because we don't have to go through the pain and suffering of the first couple of years of him not developing quick enough with normal development like we did with Terrell Pryor, with Denard Robinson, with Tommy Tremble, with Desjuan Johnson, with all these guys that we've taken on in the past. We can start right off the bat with Trent Richardson having development trait, which I'm not sure what it is. I think it could be star. I guess we'll just find out. It's not like we care. Let's just find out what it is so we can figure out our game plan. It is superstar. Okay, look at that. We are on a great track. We are on a great track for Trent Richardson. He's going to have superstar in year number 1. He's going to develop. I'm going to put him in the weekly strategy focus player things to get him extra XP, even though he probably doesn't need it at this point. But Trent Richardson right at the bat is already levels above what we were with Terrell Pryor or Denard Robinson or Tommy Tremble or whoever else we've done in the past. But the reason we're doing Trent Richardson is because we know how his career did in real life, which wasn't really much of a career. Pretty much a all-around consensus bust. He'd be on the All-American bust team if there was an All-American bust team. So Trent Richardson in game was thought to be pretty good coming out of college, as you would expect. I'm pretty sure he was a Heisman winner. Did he not win the Heisman with Alabama? Or was that... I know Mark Ingram won the Heisman. Maybe Trent Richardson didn't win the Heisman. Because that would have been... No! That was 2012 when Manziel won it. That was the year that Johnny Manziel won. I'm pretty sure. Right? Or am I getting my years mixed up? Because... Oh, God. Let's see. So you've got Cam. that wins the Heisman in 2010, because then he gets drafted in the 2010 draft. Or is that 2011 draft? Cam's in the 2011 draft. Right? Yeah. Cam's in the 2011 draft. RG3 wins it in 20. So RG3 must have won it this year, the year that Trent Richardson was there. And then Johnny Manziel wins it in the next year? Is that right? And then Marcus Mariota wins it in 2014 because they go to the national championship, lose to the Buckeyes. OH. 2015 is Jameis Winston. Right? Am I getting this right, or I might be a year behind on each one of these. Huh. I feel like I have it right, but I could be a year off. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't think Trent Richardson won the Heisman, but he was a very good player at Alabama. And when he got to the league, obviously we know what happened. He didn't do anything. So that's the reason why we're trying to revive his career. Now, in this one, we get lucky because he's one of the rare guys that actually has potential coming out that's starting out with, but we know what he turns into. So we get a little bit of an easier start, but that doesn't mean that the rest of the video is going to be very easy. I mean, it could be, but it's not guaranteed. So Trent Richardson is our guy that we're focusing on, and the only rule that we have with this entire challenge series is the main guy that we have to focus on, whether that's a quarterback, a running back, a receiver, a defensive lineman, whatever it is, they have to be on the team the entire time, and they have to be the starter the entire time. Regardless of overall, regardless of depth in the position, or whatever. They have to be the starter. They have to be on the team the entire time. That is what Trent Richardson will be. But we have some little sub-goals that we could do. Like Josh Gordon, who is a 21-year-old rookie out of Baylor. Star development, very low overall. But maybe we can turn him into a good player, who everybody thought he was going to be a really, really good player because he had all the tools to do it, but he just liked a little bit of the weed. So he could never stay on the field because he was always suspended. And we also have a very interesting player. We've got 28-year-old rookie squishy-face Brandon Weeden. And the reason I call him squishy face is because he always had a helmet that was one size too small, so it would squeeze his cheeks right up against the face mask and stuff. So Brandon Weeden is a very interesting, I don't even want to call him a prospect. This is a grown man. 93 throw power. We'll see what happens with him. I don't know. He might not be our quarterback the entire time, but I guess we'll find out. It's going to be weird. He's already 28 years old. What's Colt McCoy? Colt McCoy's 26. I might even want to start Colt McCoy ahead of him. I might start Colt McCoy ahead of Brandon Weeden. We are going to be... Oh, by the way, the rest of the team's bad. We got Joe Thomas good, Alex Mack good, Mitchell Schwartz good. The rest of the team's not good. You got a couple of guys that have a little bit of promise on defense, but for the most part, this whole team needs to be helped a lot. There's a reason the Browns are picking at the top of the draft most of the time. So here's the playbooks and the schemes that we're going to be running. West Coast Power Run combined with the New York Giants offensive playbook. I was doing a little bit of research, and I was trying to find playbooks that focus a little bit more on the running back, obviously, because that's the position we're doing. And I found the Raider playbook, obviously the Giants playbook, and what was the other one? Well, obviously Tennessee playbook. I saw a lot of those coming up a bunch, and I decided to go with the Giants playbook because I've seen in plenty of simulations that Saquon Barkley's in. He always gets like 1,200, 1,400 yards, 1,500 yards sometime, maybe even 2,000 yards if he goes crazy. So I wanted to start off with the Giants playbook. If we start to get not really any great results in terms of the rest of the team, I might switch to maybe like Tennessee or Vegas to get a little bit of different run game going. So we'll find out on how good I've never used the Giants playbook because it's not really like that overpowered, not like the Kansas City playbook or the Cowboy playbook or the Ravens playbook or stuff like that. So we're gonna run with the Giants playbook for season 1, or at least for the start of the video, and then we're gonna also run defensive playbook Detroit Lions along with Disguise 3-4. The Lions always simulate very well in simulation. So I'm wondering if the defensive playbook can help us out with the bad defense that we have. So that's the playbook and scheme combination we're going to be rocking with for the start of the video. If I decide to change it, I will bring you guys back in and inform you on what we've made, what changes we've made. But the rest of this team is bad. like really bad. So we're going to have to do a lot of work to help this team. But we can start here in the preseason with a little bit of training camp, and we can do the rushing attack with our boy Trent Richardson and see just how good we can get him. Maybe we can get him up to X Factor in Season 1. That would be awesome. I would absolutely love that. This is the first time I've done a running back in one of these videos, so it's going to be an experiment for both of us. It's going to be me learning kind of the do's and don'ts of developing a running back. This is kind of a good little... oh, you got to throw a block there. Luckily, Richardson's got the speed to get around the corner. This is going to be interesting for me and for you guys to see individually how good a player can develop if you put them in the right schemes, you put them in the right systems, all that kind of stuff. We've already seen how good quarterbacks can be. We already seen how good tight ends can be. Obviously, any tight end you put in the Kansas City playbook is going to be unbelievable, no matter who they are. So we already know certain positions and how good they can develop. Good arm tackle break by Trent Richardson there. But running back is one position that I really never focus on individually. It's usually just they end up playing pretty well because the rest of the team is good. And that might end up being the case for Trent Richardson. Who knows? But I also want the goal of getting Trent Richardson to be the best running back in the league. I want him to be at top the NFL list when we go over there at the end of the video and it says, oh, here are the top running backs in the league. I want Trent Richardson to be at the top of that. He's got the potential to do it because he's starting out at 78 overall. He's got superstar development off the bat. So he's got the potential. We just have to have the team around him also be pretty good. And that's going to take some time because this Browns team is garbage. Hopefully this gets us to gold, and it does. 55,000 points. Beautiful. I wonder if that'll give me a upgrade point. I mean, it'll give me a skill point upgrade, I'm assuming. But I wonder if it'll give me a dev trade upgrade. Nope. 2,000 XP and a skill point upgrade. I'll take that. That's pretty good. But I will keep doing that throughout the seasons like I do with everybody else. And we will put him in the focus player thing and make sure that Trent Richardson gets as much extra XP as possible so that he can turn into a great player. Now, I think that this 2012 mod has it glitched where I can't upgrade. Yeah, okay, so it does. So I'm just going to have to auto-upgrade and hope they do the best. Usually, I can just choose what upgrades I want, but I think the 2012 mod kind of struggles with it sometimes. So we've talked about how this 2012 mod is a little glitchy, so... we'll just have to auto upgrade, but I mean, it'll do it. It'll do whatever. It's fine. So these are going to be the 3 guys for season 1 until I can buy the extra 3 focus players with the staff points. LJ Fort is fine. Mitchell Schwartz is an offensive lineman, so he's not going to get much XP anyway. I might want to put Josh Gordon in here. You know what? Mitchell Schwartz will develop over time with just being good. I kind of want to put Josh Gordon in here. Because I want to turn him... I want like a little sub-goal. I want Josh Gordon to be as good as possible. And I kind of want to put Colt McCoy in here too. I don't know if that's a dumb idea because he's not going to be getting any of the actual XP from playing the games. But I kind of want to put Josh Gordon... or Colt McCoy in here instead of LJ Fort. Because maybe Colt McCoy... We could turn Colt McCoy... But he is 26. Maybe we do Thaddeus Lewis because he's 24. God, this is a who's who of trash quarterbacks. That's for sure. Do I want to keep LJ Ford in here? Or do I want to put any of these quarterbacks in here? I'll put Colt McCoy in there for season 1. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can turn him into a 60 overall and they actually can be usable. Who knows? I'm hoping that Brandon Whedon actually develops. That could be pretty funny. If we get like superstar development Brandon Whedon, I think that'd be hilarious. Oh, Josh Gordon, look at that. Josh Gordon already gets an upgrade point, so he's a 65 overall now. That is absolutely brilliant. We'll get to the regular season, and we will do... Ooh, we got a training camp standout. Who's the training camp standout? It is LJ Fort. Look at that. LJ Fort gets training camp standout, so I guess he doesn't need the extra XP from the focus players. Hopefully he can get the job done, though. Upgrade Batamosi. Okay. Interesting from Batamosi getting an upgrade point. Maybe he can turn into something. Probably not, but maybe. We'll keep upgrading and hope that these guys can get the XP needed to get the job done. And the 2013 draft class isn't amazing. We talk about it all the time. It's pretty historic how not great the 2013 draft class is. So we'll have to pick and choose who we want. Maybe we grab a receiver. Maybe we grab some defensive players. Who knows? I guess it depends on how good of a record we have. Trevin Wade. All right, I need to do this cut myself because I need to make sure they don't cut anybody that I actually want. So let's go here, and then let's just cut all the scrubs, including Seneca Wallace, Thomas, Benjamin Jacobs. Yeah, see, Cole McCoy would have been on the chopping block. I'll keep Thaddeus Lewis as well. There we go. Ooh, Jordan Cameron. I might want to turn him into a stud. If we go to Kansas City Playbook, he certainly would be a stud, but Jordan Cameron, that might be another video in its own right. Maybe we shouldn't focus on this video. Maybe we should just go Kansas City Playbook for Jordan Cameron in his own video, because that could be pretty fun. Because Jordan Cameron, at one point, was thought to be a stud, and he played like a stud, but he just sucked after a while. I don't know if it was injuries that caused it or what, but Jordan Cameron did not end up playing very good at the end, and was bad. And now we get to the regular season. Okay, training camp standout for LJ Fort. He should just be able to get the XP. I think this should go through. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does. Most of the time it doesn't work. And then we'll choose the draft class. The 2013 draft class. Do I have it fixed? I do. Okay. There we go. 2013 draft class. Perfect. What's our scout look like? It is corner and receiver. That's fine. We need both of those, so that's fine. And now I'm going to simulate season number 1. Obviously, if anything happens with Trent Richardson, like he gets a development upgrade to X Factor, I'll bring guys back in. But for the most part, I'll probably just see you at the end of season 1 with the results of Trent Richardson's rookie season. Hopefully, we can get him up to Rookie of the Year. That'd be awesome. Okay, I don't usually come in this early. Nothing happened with Trent Richardson, by the way. We're 2-7. We're not doing very good. We're at week 11. But I was going over here to see the stats to kind of keep an eye on how Trent Richardson is doing, see how the Giants playbook was doing. And I noticed that Adrian Peterson already has 1,000 yards. So I was wondering, maybe we should switch it to Minnesota's offensive playbook. Or maybe I should figure out what playbook Minnesota is running. Are they running their own playbooks? That's the wrong thing. I wonder if they are, because I need to run whatever playbook Adrian Peterson is in to make sure that we can have the similar stats. Can I find out how good? Okay, here we go. Let's find out what playbook they're running. Are they running Minnesota's playbooks? They are. They're in a West Coast zone run, a base 3-4, and then both Minnesota offense and defense. Interesting. I kind of want to change halfway through the year. It's not about getting the right record. It's about helping Trent Richardson out. So I kind of want to change our offensive playbook to be Minnesota. Because I checked Richardson's stats. He's got like 660 yards or something like that. He's doing okay. But if Minnesota's playbook can help him get over 1,000 yards even quicker, then I'll do that. So that's the only thing I wanted to bring guys in on. If anything else happens, I'll bring you guys back. But I'll see you guys at the end of the season regardless. Okay, so we didn't improve much since the last time you saw it. 3-13. But that's not the point. The point isn't to have a team be very good, right now at least. The point is to have Trent Richardson play really well. And let's see if he did. Brandon Weeden, he has quarterback of the future. Why? 955, so I guess maybe we shouldn't have switched to Vikings playbook. 955 and 8 touchdowns for Trent Richardson. It's a good season, but I was hoping for a little bit better. I guess maybe he doesn't have the offensive line help, and that's probably an issue because I'm assuming the Vikings have a little bit better offensive line, and that's why. And obviously Adrian Peterson's better than Trent Richardson is, but hopefully not for too much longer. Peterson finishes with 1506 and 18 touchdowns. Maybe he just has a little bit of better offensive line. Once we get a better offensive line, maybe we can compare those numbers a little bit better. I'm still going to stick with Minnesota's playbook for season 2 so we can get a full season of it because we only got like half a season, or not even half a season. But I want to find out exactly how good the Minnesota playbook is for Trent Richardson, so we're going to stick with it. I'm assuming we have the number 1 overall pick, but I don't know for sure. Patriots and Eagles in the Super Bowl. Come on, Patriots. Get it done. And Why is it every time I have to relive this torment of the Eagles beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl? Come on. That happened like 2 videos in a row now. Okay. Did Richardson win Offensive Rookie of the Year? No. RG3 won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Well, screw you, Robert. Rodgers, no surprise, wins Offensive Player of the Year and MVP, as he always does. Do we have any significant development trait upgrades? We know that Richardson's a superstar, and we've actually got him already up to an 83. He started at 78. He's now up to an 83. That's good 1-year progress from a guy who already started at 78. He's got good base stats. He's really, really good. We're going to get him up. Don't worry. He's going to be a top running back in this league. Josh Gordon is up to a 70, which is cool, but he doesn't go up a development trait. On defense, oh my God. Atiba Rubin did it again. Atiba Rubin did it again. This man, if you guys remember all the way back a couple of months ago when I did the 2012 Browns rebuild series where we went year by year like we're kind of doing with the Packers and stuff like that, and we did with the Vikings. I did one with the Browns, and Atiba Rubin did this exact same thing. He went from normal development and in one season went all the way up to X Factor. This dude is unbelievable. That's the second time he's done that. He's crazy. Wow. Atiba Rubin, 81 overall X Factor at defensive tackle. That's insane. Brandon Whedon's a 71, so that I did switch him and Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy just wasn't growing even with the boosts, the extra focus XP. So I put Brandon Whedon in there. He was able to get up to 71, so that's fine. But we need to get Trent Richardson some help. Who that help is, I don't know. We know that the draft classes or the free agent classes are not usually that great, so we're probably just going to have to keep our money until guys come up on new contracts, like Trent Richardson. But we'll see. What do we got here? We got LJ Fort. I'll keep him around because he is a 75 and he's only 24, so we'll keep LJ Fort around. We'll probably pay him a little bit. We have a ton of money. We can afford to pay LJ Fort a little bit too much. So we'll pay him that. He's going to come back. But everybody else, I don't want Josh Cribbs. He's 30 years old. Everybody else can go. LJ Fort was the only guy we needed to pay. And we got him back for what, like 5 seasons or something like that? So let's go see this free agent class and hope that maybe there's something there. Maybe? There never is in these kind of videos. Brian Urlacher's the best player, but he's 35 and be a waste. It'd be a waste of money, probably. Same thing with Dwight Freeney. And there's just tackles and punters and kickers. So, looks like we're going to have a lot of money for renegotiations down the line. Let's get right to the draft. I'm assuming we have the number 1 overall pick. I haven't confirmed that. But we went 3 and 13. I'm guessing, or 3 and 14, whatever the heck we are. I'm guessing nobody did worse than that, but I can't be for certain. There are some bad teams around this time in football, so there could be a team worse than us. There could have been a team that didn't win a single game. That's a possibility. But we'll find out when we take a look at this mock draft. I don't even know who we go for, because I think, was it when I did the Denard Robinson video? Did I take Ziggy Ansah? I think I took him in the Denard Robinson video, so I'm not going to do that. No. Because we don't have our own first-round pick. Ah, Cleveland. I hate you. Oh, this is mock draft number 1. We still don't have our first-round pick because it's the Texans. Because of the Deshaun Watson trade. Because this mod doesn't take into account the draft picks. So, let me just quickly go and get my own first-round pick back. Let me just quickly go and get my own first-round pick back, because technically I should still have it. So let's just take control of you and go to the trade screen, trade finder, draft picks. There's my pick. And do I need any other picks? No, I think everybody else, this is their own extra picks, or their own picks. And then go to Cleveland. First round picks. Do we have our... Okay, we have our own 2014. Okay, so I only need I only need the pick from this year, so I'll give them a 7th rounder. Thank you very much. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And now we can go, if the controller comes back online. There we go. We can go and retire from the league with Kubiak. Thank you very much. All right, perfect. So it's like nothing ever happened. We have our own 1st round pick now. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are we going to take Deion Jordan? Probably not, although that could be a fun little video in its own right. We took Ziggy Ansah in the whatchamacallit video, the Denard Robinson video. And funny enough, he's projected to go to the Jaguars at 2. Tresman Trufant's a top 5 true talent? Really? Okay, that really shows how weird this class is. Tyler Eifert would be kind of cool. There's Darius Slay. Tavon Austin down the board. Sheldon Richardson. I think I took Sheldon Richardson in. What video did I take Sheldon Richardson in? Did I take him in the Terrell Pryor video? I know I took Sheldon Richardson recently, so I don't really want to do that again. There's Hopkins down the board at 27, but I don't really want to trade down all the way to 27. I might trade down. I guess we'll find out what happens. I don't really want to take Deion Jordan. If I'm going to take Deion Jordan, it's going to be in its own video. So let's start drafting. I crucially didn't press skip this time like I sometimes do because I'm an idiot. But let's trade down possibly because we can get some good stuff. So what could we trade down for? We could trade down to pick number 5 and still pick up a 1st and a 2nd, or 2 firsts from the Tennessee Titans, which could be pretty interesting. Right now that looks pretty good. Although San Francisco's given me not too bad of an offer. A 1st, a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th, all from next year, which is a very crucial draft because that's 2014. But the Falcons are giving me 3 firsts and 3 seconds. Okay. I like that. Falcons right now on top of the list, and they're at 23, which is still ahead of when DeAndre Hopkins is going to go. I think I might do Atlanta. Not too many offers. I think I might do the Atlanta pick. I could be a little cheeky and trade for like the 3rd overall pick, still pick up a 1st round pick next year, and still get some extra stuff and trade the 3rd pick down, but I wouldn't get this kind of value from Atlanta. Like, this value is crazy. I'm going to do this value. We get a 2nd this year as well, plus a 2nd next year and the year after, and a 1st round pick the next 2 years. So hopefully Atlanta's bad, and we will accept this trade, move down all the way to 23. I just wasn't going to take anybody at 1, really. So number 1 overall pick is end up being Ziggy Ansah. He always goes number 1, or at least top 3 for some strange reason. There goes Desmond Trufant, Dayton Jones, Cooper, Xavier Rhodes, D. Milner, Tyler Eifert to Seattle. I think the board's pretty much going to follow exactly what it says. Deion Jordan did still go top 10. But I think the board is going to follow pretty much what it said it was going to do. Tavon Austin, Sheldon Richardson, Starlo Tulete, Kenny Vaccaro, Sylvester Williams, Barkevius Amingo, Cordell Patterson, DJ Hayden. I could take... wait, are we up? Did I skip my pick? The heck? Where, what? It says I have this pick, right? I have pick 23. This is pick 22. But it says make your selection. Okay. Is it going to be glitched? Sometimes it gets glitched. I hope it doesn't. Can I take DeAndre Hopkins? The draft clock is expired. But it also, that said pick 24. What's going on? What pick are we at? They took Lane Johnson. I couldn't do anything. It just got, sometimes it gets glitched like that. I can't help it. Ogletree, Zach Ertz. There goes DeAndre. Man, that sucks. I was going to take DeAndre, but it got glitched. And it screwed me. It took Lane Johnson, who I always take for some reason. Well, now we got to find out who we're going to take here at the first pick of the 2nd round. Do we take a quarterback here? Do we take EJ Manuel, Geno Smith, guys like that? Probably not. Although it could be fun. I've never taken any of those guys before because we know how bad they actually are. If I couldn't get DeAndre Hopkins, I might as well take Keenan Allen. So at least I get a receiver out of it. And then we go to pick 23 of the second round thanks to the Falcons. How's the quarterbacks looking? Ah, they all got taken. I was going to take one of them with that pick. I really was. We don't need a running back. We don't need another receiver now. I could use a tight end, and Travis Kelce is here, but I always get Travis Kelce. I could take Vance McDonald. Or maybe I should take Jordan Reed. I'll wait another round and take Jordan Reed. I always get Travis Kelce. I don't want to get him again. It's no fun if I keep getting the same people because we know how good they are. Although this isn't really about rebuilding the team. This is about helping what's-his-face. And I feel like getting Travis Kelce would probably help that because the offense would move a little bit better. But, who cares? I'll take Teron Armstead. All right. Oh, I can't take him either. Oh, my God. I hate this game so much. Stop glitching it out. God, this game sucks. Well, this mod sucks. It gets glitched a lot. They took Tyrann Mathieu, which is, I guess, fine. Tyrann Mathieu's a good player. I'm not mad that they took him. As long as Teron Armstead is still available, he is. Okay, let me grab him this time, please. There we go. Thank God. Okay. Now we'll go to the 5th round. We don't have our own 4th round pick. That's okay. We go to the 5th round. This will probably be the last pick that I make. I probably even shouldn't even be making this pick, but Lattimore, receivers, tight ends. I kind of want to take Stedman Bailey. I don't know why. I just kind of want to take him. He's not going to be good. He's going to be real garbage. But I kind of want to just take him, and I think I might. I'm going to take Stedman Bailey. I used to be a big Stedman Bailey guy coming out of college. I thought he was going to be real good. But he was not. So we're going to take Stedman Bailey and then simulate the rest of this draft. Simulate the rest of the draft. So we kind of got a couple of guys that I wanted. I mean, we didn't get DeAndre Hopkins, which is the whole reason why I traded down in the first place. I can't control whether it gets glitched or not, so. We got Lane Johnson, which I guess is cool. Keenan Allen's a 70, Matthew 72, Armstead's a 73, Bailey's a 61. I'll put Stedman Bailey in the focus players, and we'll see if he can grow into become anything. Best player in the class was Hopkins, Trufant, Slay. You know the drill. All right, so year 1 is in the books. Richardson grew to an 80, what was it, 83? 81? No, he couldn't have gotten to an 81. What is he now? What's his overall? He grew from a 78 to an 83. He did. I was right. So we've got another year of Brandon Weeden at quarterback. We've got Stedman Bailey, who's going to be in the top of the lineup here, and Keenan Allen. Oh, I need to, hold on. The reason he's not in the top of the lineup is because I didn't generate the best lineup. There we go. Generate best lineup. Perfect. Now Keenan Allen there. Now Stedman Bailey. He's going to be at the top. It's going to be Gordon. It's going to be Keenan Allen. It's going to be Stedman Bailey. The offense is interesting. I'm going to put Teron Armstead at right tackle to start with. No, we need Mitchell Schwartz at right tackle to start with. Cameron's going to start at tight end. The defense is bad, but maybe we can do some things. Who knows? Gibson's going to start at free safety over Isama Young, and we'll see how good we are. We will see how good we are. Hopefully not too good because it's the 2014 draft. We also need the Falcons to be bad too. But I'm going to go finish up all this, simulate year number 2, and like always, if Trent Richardson does anything cool, I'll bring you guys back in. But I think I'm going to stick with the Vikings playbook for a full season to figure out how good it is and see how Trent Richardson does. So I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2, unless anything crazy happens. We've wrapped up year 2 of Trent Richardson's career. We improved. 6 wins is better than 3. That's quick math. We don't make the playoffs still, but Trent Richardson, I hope, did better. He's still not the top 3 of rushing, but Brandon Weeden is top 3 in passing. 4,300 yards? What? 4,300 yards, 23 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, and 63% completion percentage. So he's not efficient, and he's not throwing a lot of touchdowns, which is why we only won 6 games. But 4,300 yards is kind of crazy. Rushing, Trent Richardson did get over 1,000 yards. So the Minnesota playbook is able to get Trent Richardson over 1,000 yards with the team that we have now. I wonder if we should stick with it, or I was thinking maybe we should go to Raiders playbook because Josh Jacobs usually does really, really well in simulation. I wonder if that's something we should do. Maybe we should try it out. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but that's a pretty good season from Trent Richardson. And Josh Gordon, 1,300 yards and 4 touchdowns, and the rookie Keenan Allen also did pretty well. Stedman Bailey also did pretty well. All right, we're starting to get a little bit of development from the boys. So you love to see it. We don't make the playoffs again. That's not a big shocker or a big surprise or anything. But I'm hoping that maybe we get some good development trade upgrades. Maybe even Trent Richardson to X Factor, but I doubt it because he only had like 1,000 yards and like 11 touchdowns. That's not going to be good enough for X Factor. But maybe Josh Gordon goes from star to superstar. Maybe Stedman Bailey goes from normal to star. Those all would be pretty awesome. It's the Chiefs and the Saints. Josh Gordon does get an upgrade point. He's now a 76 overall. Remember, we started him at, what was he, like a 61 or something? No, he wouldn't have been a 61. He would have been a 60. He was a 60-something. I know he's in the 60s. Stedman Bailey was a 61. I know that. Show me some dev trade upgrades. Okay. So, Josh Gordon stays at star development. That's okay. Wheaton also stays at normal. I was hoping he might get up to star with the crazy season he had. Bailey stays at normal. Defensively, what is it with this defensive line? The Detroit Lions defensive line is going crazy. Jabal Shear now goes from normal to superstar in a single season. My defensive line is going crazy. The offense still is a little weird. That's for sure. But the defense looks pretty crazy. The defense, TJ Ward's now a star development player. We need to get a couple extra linebackers, and we'll be good to go, really. This team is like on the real brink of being good. The real brink of being good. We had a couple pieces here and there, and we're going to be good. I don't know how the Falcons did, so I don't know what draft pick we have alongside our own. I hope the Falcons did worse than us. I don't think they would have, but there's always a possibility. Rodgers, no surprise. He does everything. Keenan Allen actually won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Okay. Keenan Allen gets Offensive Rookie of the Year for us. Finally, we get an award. That's pretty cool. That doesn't mean that he goes up to X Factor, though, unfortunately. But still, he's a stud. And we could bring in another stud right now in this 2014 draft, if we need to. Players that are ready to negotiate. Do I have anybody? John Greco. He's not expensive. I might want to do that. Colt McCoy. No. Usama Young, no. Do I want to bring back John Greco? Probably not. That's probably a little bit too much money for a guy that's hopefully going to be a backup. So let's just keep moving. Keep on chugging along. Free agency, we've got over $100 million, but I'm guessing there's not going to be anybody to spend it on. And I would be correct. There is not a lot here that I want to spend some money on. So maybe there's a tight end. No, they're not much better than what we have with Jordan Cameron. So free agency year 2 is a bust. I don't know if any of you are shocked. You probably shouldn't be. Let's get to the draft. Let's get to the most important draft maybe of the entire video, because Trent Richardson is now, what, an 80, what did that say, 87, 88, something like that. So he is progressing really well. Remember, he started at a 78 when we started this video. So Trent Richardson is close to a 90 overall. I want to get him to the top running backs in the league, but unfortunately those top running backs in the league are like Adrian Peterson, who's like the best running back of all time, and he's probably going to be like a 96, 97. So we're going to have to work hard. Okay, what are the picks? So we have pick number 10 and pick number 17. That's probably the Falcons pick. That is intriguing. I kind of want Ryan Shazier. I think I might do a couple trades here. I want to get Zach Martin, so I'm going to trade up to number 6 to get Zach Martin, maybe number 5. And then I'm going to trade up from 17 to 15 or 14, around there. And we're going to grab ourselves Ryan Shazier. I want both of those guys, and we're going to see if we can do it. Although, I haven't bought any of the stuff, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'll try my best, but I don't know if it's going to be activated or not. I think you might have to... I don't know how it works exactly. I always simulate an extra week just to make sure it all activates. I don't know if it has. But I do have enough staff points to buy everything out. And it looks like the head coaching tree is glitched. Yeah, it's showing offensive coordinator for both. Sometimes, I tell you, man, the stuff gets glitched. See, look at that. the 2012 mod is kind of glitchy, if you're not aware. But that's okay. I don't think I would have had enough points to buy it all anyway. But does that mean now I can trade up? Has it worked? I hope it has. So let's do the easy one first. 17, we don't have to go up too far. 17 to 15, hopefully, with the Colts. Okay, it has worked. Perfect. I wasn't sure if you need to simulate or not. I always like to simulate an extra week just to make sure it activates, but it has activated. So now I'm gonna trade up one spot from 15 to 14 just to be on the safe side so that we can get Shazier without him getting taken ahead of us. Now, that doesn't always mean that we're guaranteed to get him because some team could take him earlier than it's projected. That's happened many times before in my videos. But just to be on the safe side. And now we will trade up to the top 5 to get Zach Martin. If we can get Zach Martin and Ryan Shazier, we'll be sitting pretty good. We will be sitting pretty good. The Seahawks have pick 8, so we should be able to get that pretty easily, and we do. And then I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had pick 5, so we should probably get to the top 4, maybe. Pick number 8. And if you guys are wondering how I'm doing this, you saw me buy all the... Oh, yeah, pick number 6, not pick number 5. All the staff tree on the player personnel side with the trading. You saw me purchase all that. That means that on normal trading difficulty, if you have all that bought out, you can basically swap first round picks 1 for 1, or maybe even 2 spots like I'm doing right now. So it's pretty easy. It's pretty cool, actually. It was the Cardinals who I had pick 4, not the Buccaneers. So now we have pick number 4 and pick number 14, right? So those will be where we sit, and we should be able to get both the guys that I want, at least hopefully. Number 1 pick in the draft is Jadeveon Clowney. Number 2 is Justin Gilbert. Number 3 is Odell, and here we are. Just don't glitch out on me, and I won't be mad. Zach Martin, welcome to the squad. Perfect, perfect. We got one of the guys that I wanted. Now we go to pick number 14, Khalil Mack, Greg Robinson, Aaron Donald. That's what I was worried about. Tampa takes Ryan Shazier early because when we traded up, we ruined the mock draft. So that's a miscommunication, but we still have CJ Mosley, who I'm going to take because we do need to take a middle linebacker. So I just wanted to get Ryan Shazier because I never get Ryan Shazier. I think I've only had him like once or twice in all the times I've done the 2012 draft. I never get Ryan Shazier. I love Ryan Shazier. He's a great Buckeye. But we couldn't get him this time around. I'll get him one of these days. I'm sure I'll do a 2012 one again, so I'll get him one of these days. Quarterbacks, you got nobody that I want to start over Brandon Weeden, so I think we'll keep moving. Running back, we don't need. Wide receiver, Davante Adams. Do I want to pair Davante Adams with everybody else that we have? Is that a good idea? I don't know. There's some good players available. Very good players available. Let's just get Davante. I mean, he's here. I'd feel foolish if I didn't get him. So we get Davante Adams. We pair him alongside Keenan Allen and Josh Gordon and Stedman Bailey. We got 4 wide receivers I like. We go to pick 17 of the second round. Who's it going to be this time? I could draft a tight end and just get rid of Jordan Cameron. I've never taken any of these guys. I've never taken Safarian Jenkins. I've never taken Amaro or Troy Nicholas or CJ Fedorowicz. I don't know how high of an overall they are. The only other guy that I kind of want is Kevin Pierre-Louis, because we know how good he can develop if given the right situations. So I'll take a flyer on Safarian Jenkins. We've never gotten him before. Why not? Why not take Safarian Jenkins? See how he turns out. I don't know what his overall is and stuff, but might as well see what he can do. And now we have this pick, which we're going to use on Kevin Pierre-Louis. He's still here, thank God. Perfect. He can start it right outside linebacker, and CJ Mosley can start at middle linebacker, and the defense is already looking pretty good. And we'll end the draft right there. Boom! Got everybody that I wanted except for Shazier, but we got CJ Mosley, so it's not like we didn't get anybody at middle linebacker that was good. But one of these days I'll get Shazier. One of these days. So Zach Martin's a 74, Mosley's a 76, Adams 71, Safarian Jenkins only a 63, but I think that is higher than what Jordan Cameron is, so he'll probably start. Pierre-Louis is 67, and then everybody else is just scrubs. What do we get at the top of the class? It is Beckham, Donald, Clowney, Max, Shazier, yada, yada, yada. We know the drill. We've been through this plenty of times. Let's get to year 3 of Trent Richardson. Year 3 of Trent Richardson. He's already getting close to being one of the best running backs in the league. The team is also getting better. He is an 88 overall. So we've taken Trent Richardson from a... oops, didn't mean to do that. A 78 to an 88. So we've grown him 10 overall in 2 seasons. That's pretty good. He's still only superstar development, but if he has one really, really crazy season, he's going to kill the game. Zach Martin will start at left guard for this first season. Safarian Jenkins will start at tight end. Then you got defensively, CJ Mosley and Kevin Pierre-Louis will start there. And the team surprisingly looks a lot better now. We probably need one extra corner because Buster Screen is quarterback 3, and I don't like that. But everybody else is fine for right now. We'll see how we do. The team's looking a lot better, that's for sure. But it's all about freaking Trent Richardson. Should I stick with the Minnesota playbook is the big question. I wonder if San Francisco would be good. It's built on a zone run West Coast scheme. Maybe I should try Vegas? Where's Vegas at? There they are. Multiple power run scheme. Both zone and power runs. Let's try a season of Vegas. Josh Jacobs usually plays really well, so we'll try Josh Jacobs and the Vegas Raider playbook, see if Trent Richardson can dominate this year. And if anything crazy happens, I'll bring you guys back in. But if not, I'll see you guys at the end of the 3rd season. All right. We are looking pretty darn good for Trent Richardson, I have a feeling, because, I mean, we're 8-9, so we're progressing each and every year, which is promising. Hopefully, Trent Richardson, the Vegas playbook is doing its job. Trent Richardson, 1,400 yards, only 8 touchdowns, but, hey, he is developing. He's getting the yards I want him to get. Brandon Weeden, I don't know why he still has quarterback of the future as his tag. We're going to need to get a new quarterback if we want to win a Super Bowl. That's just pretty much a guarantee. But Trent Richardson, 1,435 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4.7 per carry. I'm liking the way that Trent Richardson is developing. And Josh Gordon was a yard away from 1,000. A single yard. But he does have award winner on his tag, so that's pretty cool. Keenan Allen, 674 and 7. He also has award winner. I don't know. Oh, he won Rookie of the Year. That's right. I wonder if Josh Allen won Best Wide Receiver. Because I don't think he would have won Offensive Player of the Year. I wouldn't think. But I wonder if he won Best Wide Receiver. He won something. And maybe that means he gets a development trade upgrade. I don't know. I hope so. Because that's one of our extra goals is to get Trent Richardson to be really, really good. Same thing with Richardson. And we're... Josh Gordon, I mean. Same thing with Richardson, which is... what we're doing. We are working really hard to get Trent Richardson to be amazing, and he's already on his way. Ravens and Bears in the Super Bowl. What a weird Super Bowl. But we'll see what happens. Is the Ravens going to win? No, the Bears are world champions. All right, congratulations to the Bears. They get a championship. We'll take a look at the season recap. And it looks like finally somebody else wins Offensive Player of the Year other than Aaron Rodgers. He does win MVP again, but Mario Williams, Odell Beckham Jr., Jadeveon Clowney. Okay. But the most important part is, do we have any significant upgrades on development traits? Please show me something. Josh Gordon now has superstar development. I don't know what award he won. Progression history. I don't know what award he won, but I'll take it. Because he's superstar development. Okay. Okay. Trent Richardson's up to a 92. He started at 78. Now he's up to a 92 overall with superstar development. I really would like him to get up to X Factor. That would kind of seal the deal for me. I also want to take a look at where he ranks in terms of all NFL running backs. Zach Martin will pretty much take over one of the starting guard spots when the time comes. And then on the defensive side of things, Kevin Pierre-Louis doesn't go up, unfortunately. That's okay. That is okay. It's fine. It is fine. But I want to just see where he ranks in terms of all NFL running backs. So if we go to the NFL tab and we go to running backs, Trent Richardson has made it to the top. I haven't scrolled down. So he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Trent Richardson is now fully a top 10 running back in the league. But I want him to get a little bit further. He's the youngest guy up here other than Le'Veon Bell. So he's got a lot of room to get up here in this point. He just needs to get X Factor. Because if you notice, one thing common about everybody here, except for Ray Rice, who has Superstar, everybody else has an X Factor. Oh, I thought Jamal Charles had X Factor. Nope, he only has Superstar. So you get what I'm saying. 4 out of the 6 other guys here have X Factor at the top 7. Trent Richardson, I need you to get that too. But at least we've got him to a top 10 running back. So that's a goal checked off. If we can get him to top 5, that would be pretty much where I would call it. Because then we have official. Technically, we already have revived Trent Richardson's career, but I would also like to make the playoffs. We'll see if we can do that. We've been progressing every single season, so I'm guessing next year would be the year we make the playoffs. I hope, at least, as long as we don't have any crazy regression. We need to get our quarterback, though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find a quarterback. I think quarterback might be what's holding us back a little bit. Negotiations. Pinkston can go. Phil Taylor can go. Everybody can go, basically. Jordan Cameron. We already got Severian Jenkins, so Jordan Cameron can leave. Maybe I'll do a video on Jordan Cameron and put him in the Kansas City offense. He'll skyrocket, just like Tommy Tremble did. So we'll see about Jordan Cameron in a future video, probably. But as far as free agency goes, there's just going to be nobody, is there? There's just going to be nobody. We don't need receiver. We don't need tight end. Unless we go for, Jared Cook. Is there a guard that I could get? Nah. I'd rather just stick with who we have. Defensively... Marcel Darius. Only 25 years old. That could be a nice D-tackle, too, especially if we're going to stay in the 4-3. That could be a nice D-tackle, too. So we'll offer some money on him, although we are not even in the contention for him, so we'll have to pay him a little bit more money than that. I don't want to go too crazy, because we're starting to run low on money, and we're going to have to pay some guys, so I don't want to go too crazy, but I also would like to have Marcel Darius, so... Alright, that has not put us anywhere, but I'm assuming we're at the top. I hope, at least. We'll see what happens. Outside linebackers, corners, safeties. I think I'll only spend on Marcel Darius. I don't even know if I'll get him. We'll simulate, and we did not get him. Marcel Darius has decided to sign with the Washington Commanders. All right, whatever, big dog. You don't want to come play for the Brownies? I guess that's probably a good thing in the long run, because that saves that extra little bit of money we would have had to pay him. And we're probably going to have to pay Trent Richardson pretty soon, at least coming up. We always give our guys massive extensions, regardless of when their contract is up. But I'm assuming his actual contract's going to be coming up pretty soon. But he was a first-round pick, so I think we should have the fifth-year option on him. Although we're starting this mod with him as a rookie, so I don't know if they're counting it as he was a first-round pick. I guess we'll find out. I guess We will find out if we have the thing on him or not. So let's take a look at the mock draft. I think I only have the one first-round pick, right? It was only last year that I had it. We pick at number 25. They have us taking Shaq Thompson, which I don't hate. Oh, no, we have 2 first-round picks. That's right. I traded for multiple from Atlanta. That's right. Okay. So we have 14 and we have 25. Okay, I don't hate that. I don't think I'm going to trade up to get anybody. I don't think I'm going to trade up to get one of the quarterbacks. They have Sean Mannion going to the Raiders at 5. Good luck with that. I think I'll just stick with where we are and draft whoever's available. Just draft best player. I don't think we need to trade up at all. This certainly isn't a draft class that we need to trade up for a quarterback. So start drafting, pause the draft. Number 1 pick is Marcus Mariota. Number 2 is Amari Cooper. Number 3 is Jameis. 4 is Dante Fowler. And Sean Mannion actually does. I wanted to see if he actually would go. He does go number 5 overall to the Raiders. Vic Beasley heads to the Miami Dolphins. That's okay. Ooh, there's my guy right there. That's my other guard. We take Brandon Scherf. We put him at either one of the guard spots, and we have Zach Martin at the other guard spot. Our offensive line's basically done. So, boom. Offensive line finished. Pick number 25. If the dude's there, I'll take him. What's his face? Shaq Thompson. He is still here. I'll take Shaq Thompson. He can play probably over LJ Fort or, what's his face? Kevin Pierre-Louis. That'll be good. And then we go to second round, Mario Edwards Jr., Eric Rowe. I think Eric Rowe has normal development. But Ronald Darby, I'm pretty sure, has star. So I'll take Ronald Darby. He has normal. I thought for a second he had star. Who am I thinking of that had star development? I can't remember. But Ronald Darby's still a good player. Can't be mad about that. Can't be mad about that. Who do we take next? We don't need offensive linemen anymore. I don't think we need a receiver anymore. I don't think we're going to find our quarterback this late in the draft. Running back we don't need unless we go for a backup. Wide receiver, there's Stephon Diggs, but we have Josh Gordon who just got superstar. We have Keenan Allen. We have Stedman Bailey. And we have one other guy. Who's the other guy that I'm forgetting? We have 4 receivers. I know that. So we don't need Stephon Diggs. We get him all the time. Tight end, no. Left tackle, no. Guard, no. Center, no. I guess it's just either defensive picks or we trade away. I think I might take... I just saw Danielle Hunter. I might take Danielle Hunter here. Let's grab him. He has development trait. He might be better than Frosty Rucker. You never know. We'll take him, and then we'll skip to the 3rd round, pick 14, thanks to Atlanta. How are the safeties looking? Adrian Amos is an option. The linebacking core is not great. The D tackles are not great, except for Grady Jarrett. I'll take Grady Jarrett. He's better than what Phil Taylor was going to give us. So Grady Jarrett's there. And if we get to round 4 and Adrian Amos is still on the table, I'll grab him. If not, I'll probably just sim out of the pick and let the CPU handle the rest. But we'll see if Adrian Amos is available. He is. Perfect. Adrian Amos is available. We'll grab him, and then we'll simulate out of the pick. That was a really good draft. We basically got everybody that I wanted without having to worry about trading up, trading down, doing all kinds of stuff like that. No glitches either where they didn't let us pick or something. We got everybody that I wanted. I'm pretty happy with that draft. 75 for Brandon Scherf. He's immediately going to be a starter with Zach Martin. Thompson's only a 69, but I think that's still higher than KPL. I don't know for sure. Darby 73, Danielle Hunter 71, Jarrett's a 68. Very good draft. I'm happy with that. Best player in the class is Melvin Gordon. Okay. I'm happy with the draft. We've got a 91 overall Trent Richardson. We're looking real good for, what is this, season 4 of Trent Richardson? Season 5 of Trent Richardson? I can't remember exactly. I can't remember exactly what this is, but the team is looking really, really good. I think we're a playoff team now. It all depends on how our main man, Brandon Whedon does. That's really the only thing holding us back. But we've seen seasons where he's had 4,300 yards, so it's possible for him to do things. But the offensive line's done. Wide receivers. Oh, it's Devontae Adams. That's who I was forgetting. Wide receivers are good. Running back obviously is good. Defensive line now looks really, really good. Linebackers are, yeah, he is going to start over KPL. Corners now adding Ronald Darby, I like. So the team is probably a playoff team, and hopefully we can prove that. So I'm going to simulate this season, like always. If something happens with Trent Richardson, I'll bring you guys back in. But if not, I'll see you guys at the end of the year. We wrapped up the year, and we actually won the division. We are showing some real progress with Trent Richardson. 12-5. We tied with the Ravens, but we had the advantage, so we won the division. How did Trent Richardson do? Third in the division, or third in the rushing with 1,500 yards. I really hope he's done enough. Brandon Weeden, I mean, he's got quarterback of the future. He's 31 years old. He did fine. 1,500 yards and 19 touchdowns for Trent Richardson. I'd say that's X factor if I've ever seen one. Josh Gordon and Keenan Allen did pretty well. Devontae Adams did okay. CJ Mosley, whatever, yada, yada, yada. I really hope that when we take a look, Trent Richardson's got himself X factor. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I think it could be. That's an X factor caliber season. We beat the Bills 21-0. We shut them down. That's awesome. Shut the door on the boys. Now we take on the Patriots. This is going to be pretty tough. This is going to be pretty tough. Are we going to be able to beat New England? I don't know. I don't know if we're good enough. New England's a very good team. We lose 21-10. That's okay. It's not about winning Super Bowls, even though it's nice to win one. It's not about winning Super Bowls in this type of video. The real goal is to make Trent Richardson one of the best running backs in the league, and I think we've done that. We are at the Super Bowl. I am going to see, is he officially an X Factor? We did it. We did it, and he's playing up to a 99 overall. He's not a true 99, but he is playing up to it. We have finally done it. We have made Trent Richardson an X Factor. He's a 97 overall, it looks like. Or no, he's a 96. Excuse me, he's a 96 overall. And then the rest of the defense, I don't see. Grady Jarrett's got superstar. Joe Hayden's now X Factor. That's cool. But I don't see any other changes on the team. But let's go see. Let's go see if Trent Richardson, now at a 96 overall, is one of the best running backs in the league. He should be top 5, right? That's what I'm thinking. He should be top 5. He's the best player. Wait. He's the best player in the NFL when he's playing up to his 99 potential. At running back, he is now 5th. He's 5th. He's tied for 1st technically because he's playing up to a 99. But if he was a 96, he would still be 5th. Because you got Shady and you got Ray Rice, who are true 99s, plus Arian Foster. All three of those are true 99s, so they're all 1, 2, and 3. Then you got Jamal Charles, who is officially a 97. And then you've got me. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. But even if he wasn't a 99, he'd be a 96, and he'd still be above Adrian Peterson. So he is 5th in the league at running back. I'd say Trent Richardson has accomplished the goals that we set out to do. And if we go by all the NFL, he is the best player in the league when he's playing up to the true morale. So I'd say Trent Richardson has become a success. We've done the job that we needed to do. There is one more thing that we have left to do, and that is to re-sign Trent Richardson to an extension. Now, it says he needs $68 million. He's asking for $68 million. We're going to go restructure a couple of contracts to make sure that we can actually do that. So let's go to team salaries, and then let's go to some of our most expensive deals, which is Joe Hayden, and then Atiba Rubin, Josh Gordon, Jabal Sheard, Joe Thomas, Deshaun Gibson, and then LJ Fort. That should be enough money. I think that was maybe a little bit too many people that we restructured, but hey, it is what it is, because we're trying to give Trent Richardson a max extension. Not just an extension, a max extension. So, 7-year contract for Trent Richardson. Pay him all the money in the world because he's deserved it. He's only 24 years old. We'll give him $15 million on the salary. We'll give him probably similar in the bonus. I'll probably give him like 12 to 15 on the bonus. Let's just give him 15. 15 and 15. 7-year contract. Boom. Massive extension for Trent Richardson. Everybody else would have been able to walk except for Lane Johnson if we were going to go further. But I think I'm going to end it right there. So we'll simulate to pass the Super Bowl just so we can see the season recap. And let's take one more look at the upgrade players screen. Bengals win the Super Bowl over the Falcons. Trent Richardson doesn't win any awards. That's okay. Matt Barkley actually is the MVP of the Super Bowl for the Bengals. A weird world we live in where Matt Barkley just won a Super Bowl as the starting quarterback and Trent Richardson is a top 5 running back in the league. Weird world we live in, but boom. Challenge completed. But that's two Revival Series videos in a row where we didn't win a Super Bowl. So we're probably going to have to win one in the next one, whoever we choose to do. But I'd say that is a big success. And our secondary goal was to get Josh Gordon to be a really good receiver. I think we've done that. Josh Gordon is superstar development. He's only 25 years old, and he's an 82? So I'd say that's a success. Trent Richardson and Josh Gordon, both sections of the video are done, and he's only 3,000, a little under 3,000 XP away from being a 97. So he's even growing even further. I mean, look at these stats. From where we started at a 78 to where he's at technically a 99, but he's a 97 really. These numbers look really, really good. Trent Richardson is a stud, and we've turned him into a great running back. So I'd say that is video accomplished, video completed, bada bing, bada boom. This team looks really good too. This team's got some future, that is for sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. We have successfully completed the revival of Trent Richardson's career. If you have any suggestions for people you want to see me attempt to do in the future, leave them down below in the comments of any of my videos, but especially the revival ones. And thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.